Hi, I'm Renee Starnes, and I have something really exciting to share with you. So move in closer and listen up. I have created a 5-year digital planner. And what it does, it helps you track your habits, your goals. It pretty much does everything. It can literally help you take your life to a whole new level. And I call it the lab life and business in motion. So, first of all, I want to welcome you to the lab life and business in motion. And without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So right now, before the end of January, you can go here to thelabplan.com and simply click this and download your free digital planner. But you can also visit Amazon if you want to and get the companion book, Life and Business in Motion, which actually it's a revised copy, so it looks like this. It's the lab goal setting and tracking system. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because I'm going to be sharing some really exciting things and resources to help you move forward. So you may be saying, Renee, why are you giving this away for free? Well, I have used this planner for a while and I really enjoy it and it's really helped me. And I didn't mention it's actually AI enhanced as well. So it's like having your own little personal coach in your back pocket. And what I want to do is share it. So my goal is to get as many people as possible to download the Lab app so that you can provide feedback to me and also testimonials. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in. Now, this is my page. This is reneestorms.com, where you can go here, as I mentioned, and click here and then sign up and get your own app. But just to give you a little idea of how it works, I've broken the planner down and this system down into 6 sections. It covers your personal life, your professional life. It helps you keep track of your finances. So it covers your financial life and family, passion, and health. And it also is a really great way to create your own roadmap to move you forward towards the goals that you want. So I am going to show you what the inside of this planner looks like. So right here is the dashboard. This is going to be the first page of the planner. And it will have just kind of a synopsis of everything. It'll give you the weekly summary where it shows you how far along you've come. It will provide to let you know what habits are completed and then the progress you've made. Now, there's not much in here right now because this is like my little sample one, but it'll let you know how to move forward. And here it tells you how many goals that you actually have and the tasks that you've completed. And let's click this because what it will do, AI is right here to assist you. It will give you encouragement. It'll let you know how far along you're going, and it'll tell you what you should be focusing on. So it's really cool. And I've color coded all of the sections. So each one is a different color, your health, your passion, the finance, etc. And then all of today's tasks will be listed right here. And when you're ready to set a new goal or track your health or manage your budget, or maybe you have a vision, some long-term goals, they'll be right there as well. You can get those put in. And it pretty much, just a little encouragement here. Self-esteem is a function of activity. So I'm going to go through all of the pages. Now, this is the dashboard that you're going to see when you come in here. But when you get ready to create your goals, you go to this tab here where it says goals. And you just click on new goal. You title it. You pick which category it's in. So you can scroll down here and let's see. I'm going to put together a passion goal. And I started with the 3-month time frame because I want to give you 90 days to actually get going. And pretty much it takes people 21 days to form a habit. So by the time you reach that 3-month period, whatever you're doing, you've incorporated it into your life. If this was something that you wanted to create to move forward, but typically a goal you can break down and track really well within 3 months. So let's see, a passion goal. I'm going to say, I'm going to say grow my garden. And you just click this. I click the start date here. Say I'm going to start tomorrow, and then I'm going to end it. I want to have some fresh things, tomatoes, chard, different things in my garden by the end of January. So action step: get new seeds, or growth plants. I don't want to bore you with all this, but pretty much you get the idea. And get some new fertilizer food for plants. Okay, and then you can put anything here. Costco has discounts on it. So you create the goal. Oh, and forgot to title it here. So it's garden, and I'm going to put it in passion. So I create my goal, and then here's my garden goal. So it pops up here. I can edit it, or I could trash it right here. But I can also see if I've started it, if it's completed, or if it's not started. And so since I was just showing you that sample, I'm going to go ahead. Well, no, I'm not going to trash it. I'm going to keep it right there because it will let me know how far along I'm going with it. And you see this little AI assist button, so you can go ahead and click this, and you may put in anything about your goals. And so I'll say how to grow a healthy garden in 30 days, because it's pretty much that's what it will be, right? So I will go, just went ahead and put that in there. How to grow a healthy garden in 30 days. So it'll give me some information, and it'll help me break it down. And you see, that's an interesting goal. While I can't directly provide gardening advice, I can help you set up a goal and break it down. So it will help me go through this and break it down. Yes, break it down. Click further, and then once I get the notes from it being broken down, I could also place it inside of my goal. So, but it's thinking right now. So I just wanted to give you an idea of how it's going to work, because it'll take a minute because I'm on here. But it does work, and it will help you do this. And so I'm going to go over to habits now. You can do that for every single goal that you have. And then if you have a habit you want to start, like say, meditate or pray for 10 minutes every day. And it's a personal goal. You want to do it daily. You want to target out how many days. And then you also want to set a daily reminder. So you could say, okay, well, remind me every day, at noon to pray for 10 minutes. And then reminder message time to pray. Or read your Bible, or whichever it is. And so you create that habit. And then here's the habit here. And it will actually let you see how many times you've met that mark. And it'll break it down and let you know if you've achieved that goal. So I thought that would be really cool to have, and it's very important. So you just can click here and enable notifications. And if you don't want that goal, you just delete it right there. And then here's another bit of encouragement. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So now I'm going to go over into calendar view. Now this is my calendar that I integrated from Google, because you will be able to integrate calendars, and it's the calendar sync here that you go to, and you could see where you have an option of syncing different calendars that you already have. So that's pretty cool. And I think right now it's specifically working with this particular platform is specifically working with Google Calendars. So if you do have a Google Calendar, you can certainly just sync it and integrate it here. and it can go back and forth. So if you put something in here, it can also show up on your Google Calendar. But now I've broken it down into like your daily plans. Like right now, this is how the daily portion would appear. And if you don't want to do something, you can simply click these and you can delete the task that you've removed. But if you want to add something like, okay, walk for 15 minutes at the mall, just, because you can go ahead and add it into your calendar. And so walk for 15 minutes at the mall, and you put it as a medium priority. But right now, it's the holidays. If you've eaten a lot of food, you may want to go ahead and take, a walk around the mall for a few minutes. And if you decide you don't want to do that goal, you simply click that button right here and you delete the selected goal. So this will give you a daily view, and then you also have the ability to have a weekly view of your goals and add tasks, and you can either delete them or keep them as you choose. And when you want to see different dates, like this is the week December 21st through the 27th, you'll see the week the 28th through the 3rd, and you could just so on and so forth, click that way. And the daily planner works that way as well. Like today's Thursday, but if you go to Friday, it's here, or Saturday, but you just click that little button. And that works that way. And we have this 5-year calendar here. Now, currently it has all of these things listed, but pretty much it's here because you may have a longer term goal, maybe a wedding to attend or a family vacation, and you want to go ahead and plug it in, and it may not be till 2028 or something of that nature. So if it's not until 2028, maybe it's here and you want to say wedding, and it's personal. You put the time, you have a reminder, description, etc. So this gives you the ability to plan out all the way up to 5 years. Now, if you are a salesperson or you have your own business and you want to incorporate a little bit of your business production, like your income producing activities, where you have to reach out and maybe sell your services or whatever you have, I've included this sales tracker. And some of us have to make cold calls. So for instance, if you're prospecting, you can go ahead and say, like, you have to make 40 calls a day. And once you've completed it, if you've made the 40 calls, or maybe you only made 28 calls, you can save what you've done. And you can know yes or no whether you've done it. And then it will help you keep track so that you can look back, say 90 days or 6 months, and you could see how far you've come. So this has been very helpful for me. It shows you, your personal growth, because once you put this daily tracker in, there is, like, say I made 20 calls for the day, and then I want to save the progress, and let's see, and I can add an entry. I could see, well, okay, I made 20 calls, I called so-and-so, and you can actually put them in and record your outcome, whether you won it, you lost it, or it's pending. Now, this is just as a backup, just in case you want to have something like this to kind of keep track of where you are as far as your sales and personal growth, because it's more geared towards you finding out if you're improving or not in your sales skills. Like, did your pitch improve, or what objection did you get, or what's your most common objection, and how did you handle it? So this lets you know that, and it keeps track of your wins and your losses. So you have a really great system here to see how to keep up with your progress and what you're doing, and also gives you a great view of what you need to improve. So I found this very helpful. I put this in here because it's really personal for me, and I thought it would be really great for people to have. And this is the health tracker. So today I haven't had a glass of water, but if I had had 2 or 3, I'd put them there. I did get 7 hours of sleep. I could keep track of my daily weight. I'll just put that. Don't tell anybody. And if I exercise for 20 minutes, like if I, took a 20-minute walk, I put it in here. What I have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, how I'm feeling, and any notes, that I have for the day, like anything that could help me move forward. And then you just click here to save the day, and then that's recorded for today. So when you go back up to your dashboard, you're going to see that, okay, it's 2 glasses that I've drunk today, and I've had 7 hours of sleep. And it starts building and adding to your insights. And then for finances, you can plug in your income, and you could track all of your expenses and know where you are. And also, if you have a savings goal, like to take the family on a trip somewhere, like for instance, we have this New York vacation here. I have to save $3,000. So far, I'm close there. So I put the target amount, my current amount, and then the month, what I want to contribute. So everything is right at my fingertips. It's literally on my phone. And this is where you add your expense or you add your income. If you go to the grocery store, plug it in. Utilities you pay, any transportation, anything you buy or anything that you spend, you could literally plug it in right here, and anything you earn, and it automatically will adjust the figures and give you an idea of where you stand financially, which can be extremely helpful, especially, if you just want to have something that you do like that on the move. And this is really great too, because you can put notes and information. So if you have any notes that you want to add regarding anything you're working on, you can go ahead and plug your own personal notes in right here, and you can code it to whatever category it goes to. If it goes to the personal, professional, or health, you may be starting school. You may have enrolled in med school, just say. So you may have to complete application by a certain date, by February 10th, and that's professional. And so you can add that, and you can also pin the note to the top so that you don't forget, but you can add that note here. So, you have this information, your own personal information, which could be extremely helpful. You can edit it here, you could pin it here, and you can also remove it if you want to. And what I've done, I have a top 50 AI tools. So when I'm creating things, I just have them at my disposal right here up top. So whatever it is that you need or want to have right in front of you, you can literally just go ahead and create a note and pin it there. Now, for those of you who love to dream and have like dream boards, and you have a vision of moving forward in whatever area, this is your own digital vision board that you can keep with you at all times. So as you can see, you can go in and plug in whatever it is you want. And here are the areas that you can fill out. I want to be, I want to give, I want to do, I want to have, I want to create, I want to go. And your daily affirmation, and then whatever limiting beliefs you may have or however, but you work through those things. And so this just allows you to plug in all of the questions based upon whatever it is that you want to do to help you get goal clarity. Like, what do I want out of life and why? What do I enjoy doing? What am I good at? What gets me motivated? Who do I admire and why? And so your future vision in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you want to be where, or you want to do what. So this is a really cool thing to keep in front of you, so that it's not just something that you you say and then you forget about, but you can really keep up with it. And in line with that, but with also your regular daily task, is a monthly review of each area. Now, you can choose a goal, whatever goal it is. Now, typically, you may have 4 or 5 goals, or say you have a goal in each area. And it works well if you really go hard on like one particular goal for, say, that month. And of course, you're keeping track of the other goals that you may really want to dig in. Like if you enrolled in medical school, you might want to keep track of what you're working on for that month as far as completing the application and getting all of your things together. And you may want to sign up for some tutorials or training classes or get learning aids or whatever it is you think you may need. And so this is a good way to keep track of something like that. But whatever goal it is, you may want to lose 20 pounds, but this monthly review will help you keep up with your progress and see how far you've come, and then help you make whatever adjustments that you need to make. And this review does actually cover all of the sections, but you can have that number one goal that you have here, so it's the one you put in that bullseye. But you have your personal and spiritual section, you have your professional and educational section, so you know what's my progress, what's blocking me, what obstacles am I facing, and what do I need to adjust, or what changes do I need to make. So it covers that from your professional to your health, to your family, to your finances, to your passion. And then you can celebrate your wins. And also, we don't say you fail or you lost, you learned. So you turn those losses or failures into lessons. And you find out, what insights have I gained, and then what can I do better? So say this is the month of January. You go ahead and click save, and then you have a snapshot of January and how far you've come in each area that you're working on. And this extends all the way out 5 years, so you can really see your progress. So this is really your own personal operating system. It really gives you the ability to see where you really are and have an honest look at where you really are. Because what you want to do is you want to make sure when you are using this, you plug in the truth and get really real with yourself. You know, like for instance, on the health side, if you ate fat burgers with chili fries and a shake, put that down so you know. And then your little AI coach or assistant, it'll give you a little note and it'll let you know, well, you ate too many calories because you had that such and such. So, it's a good way to keep up, and it's a good way to have a reminder. But this is how the lab plan works, because you are your own project. And this is the profile page, which you put your information here. And this is the page where you check how you want to be notified. So I like to have reminders like goal milestones, daily summary, task reminders, email notifications, in-app notifications. And this is pretty much how it works. So I promise you, if you use it, it will really be helpful, even if you use just one section of it. But it was put together with the purpose of helping you really move forward and create the life that you desire. So this is the planner, and here is the mobile view, because you can literally just use it right from your phone. You download it. So go ahead and get that free app, download it. It'll keep everything right in your pocket. And it's the same thing. You can see the menu here. So everything stays just as it does on the desktop. And literally, after having something like this for 5 years, you are literally going to be able to see everything and see if you're making progress in areas of your life, or what you have to do to change it and adjust it. And just as backup, I'm going to go here and show you that you can go to Amazon and get the lab goal setting and tracking solution book, just as an extra tool or companion guide to have. And so this is just a mobile view, and this is the book where you can write down your goals as well, so you can keep track. And it goes a little deeper as far as financing and a few little resources and tips that it has in there, but you may find that helpful as well. So I appreciate you listening to this presentation, and I really hope you go ahead and download your copy of the lab. because I promise you, if you use it, it's going to be very beneficial for you. Thank you for watching and take care.